globalist World Economic Forum can measure your brainwaves, read your thoughts, and control your behavior. According to Schwab, the son of a Third Reich industrialist, the brain implants will be rolled out inside 10 years, and there's nothing you can do about it. The disturbing mind control fantasy laid out by a clearly aroused Schwab was recorded during the 2017 World Economic Forum Summit in Davos. And since it resurfaced, fact-checkers have been scrambling to stop the video circulating on social media. According to Schwab's timeline for the implant rollout, they'll be in use by 2027, just 3 years from now.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers.
According to Schwab, the WF will be able to cancel elections worldwide because once they've hacked human beings with brain chips and eradicated free will, they will enjoy the prescriptive mode of controlling the human race.
So technology now and digital technologies mainly have an analytical power. Now we go into a predictive power, and we have seen the first examples, and your company very much involved into it. But then the next step could be to go into a prescriptive mode, which means you do not even have to have elections anymore, because you can already predict, and afterwards you can say, why do we need elections? Because we know what the result will be. Can you imagine such a world?
Well, you might then further ask, well, why do we need to have, elected leaders at all? Because you might as well have all the decisions made. I think that's, once again, you're venturing into, I think, profound questions.
These aren't profound questions, they are evil. According to the WEF, a new one-world religion has arrived, and it unites all of humanity in worshipping at the altar of climate science, techno-communism, and eugenics.
I think this is a very, not only interesting, it's a crucial issue. We are looking at technology very often threatening our present thinking, interpretation of how the world evolves. And actually, we need new, you used the word meaning, we need new concepts to define what humanity is and what the purpose of our lives is. And we may go much more again into the direction of people are afraid of robotization, but it may be humanization, which robotization will allow.
Did you catch that? According to Schwab, robotization will allow humanization. The man is a certified megalomaniac with a god delusion, and it doesn't help that he is being enabled by his cronies. Klaus Schwab's right-hand man, Yuval Noah Harari, has announced that the WF's plan to seize total control of humanity is so advanced that they're acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. The blasphemy doesn't stop there. Harari also promises that the WF will turn humans into gods.
Developing even bigger powers than ever before, we are really acquiring divine powers of creation and destruction. We are really upgrading humans into gods. We are acquiring, for instance, the power to re-engineer life.
All this story about Jesus rising from the dead and being the Son of God, this is fake news.
Humans are now hackable animals.
The whole idea that humans have, they have this soul or spirit and they have free will and nobody knows what's happening inside me. So whatever I choose, whether in the election or whether in the supermarket, this is my free will, that's over.
If you don't want a future in which you and your children wear brain implants that allow the globalist elite to read and control your minds like gods, it's time to take a stand.
Shalom, shalom, hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. It's your brother Qadar Shahan here, coming at you with a real quick lesson. First things first, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwadash, which in the ancient Paleo-Hebrew tongue is the correct name of the Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I'd like to give double honors to my teachers, the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which I learned is true. I want to send sincere salutations to the brothers pushing this truth all across the four winds in truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the Akim and Aqua who's listening, learning, and studying to show they self-approved. Shalom. Today, I'm going to get into a real quick lesson going into this opening clip that you just seen. And as you can see, Charles Schwab and Yuval something Harari, I can't really pronounce his name. Man, and they evil plans, Pinky and the Brain plans, to take over, pretty much they got a God complex. They want to take over humans, man, implant them with the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast. So they could be, he called humans hackable animals, man. So he wants to hack you so he can control your brain and see what you're thinking, what you're doing, what your vital signs is, what you're going to do, and all things. And that just reminds me of that movie Minority Report, just check that movie out if you haven't seen it, man. Man, these devils are taking it too far, and the Lord is going to destroy them, man. And if you fall for the okie doke that they're trying to do and say, oh, it's better for humanity if you do this, you're going to be on Yahweh Bashim Yahshua's hit list, man. The Lord said, hey, you're going to get destroyed if you take that MOTB. But the whole point of this is they want to have total control, man. He said we're making humans into gods. No, only person who can change our body and change our bodies and spirits and everything into gods is Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Like he said, in a moment, in a twinkling of an eye, he's going to change us, man. And he was talking to the elect of the nation of Israel, man. He was talking to Israel when he said that. See, Esau wants that birthright, man. He wants his birthright back. He wants that blessing that Isaac gave to Jacob, man, to where he'll be ruler, to where he'll be a guy, where he'll be rule over everything. And now that he don't have that, he's trying to scratch and claw and find any means and any way possible for him to try to accomplish that mission, which is not going to work. See, the Lord said he's gonna rain down on him whenever he's in the fullness of his sufficiency. So he's going to rain down on him whenever he's eating, man. The Lord is going to, once he thinks he's full and get his last little things in place to get all this off the ground, the Lord is going to crash it, man. This devil is trying to be exactly like Yahweh Shah. He's trying to kill and make alive. He says, we got divine powers to create and to destroy. We're really doing this. We're making humans into gods. No. They're using witchcraft to try to upgrade, and that's even failing. That's failing right now, man. Why you think these devils is scrambling so much? Why you think these devils is scrambling, Salakia? Let's get the precepts, man, because these devils think that they're God, man. They got a God complex. And what they're doing is they blaspheming the Most High. That's what they're doing. They're blaspheming the Lord. Matter of fact, let's get Isaiah first. Let's get Isaiah 14 and 14, because this is their whole MO right here. No, let's get 13. Let's start at 13. Isaiah 14 and 13. It says, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven." That's these devils, man. They want total control. They want to ascend into heaven. They want to be just like the Most High. It says, "I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregations in the sides of the north. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." That's their whole MO. That's their whole thing. They want to be just like Yahweh. They want to have total control over Jake and the rest of the other heathens, man. And they're going to do things to try to get it off the ground. But it's not going to work. The Lord is going to destroy them whenever they think they got it complete, man. He said he wants to be like the Most High. Verse 15, it says, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? So at the end of this, everybody gonna be looking like, man, see, at one point in time, we got ran by these Edomites. What the hell? These weak, fragile beings. These next to nothing. The scriptures call them base, man. But right now, while they're in power, they're trying to do everything to keep their power, to get that birthright back, to regain that blessing that Isaac gave to Jacob. And they ultimately trying to be as or better than the Most High, which is not going to work. It's not going to work, man. And what they're doing, he said, Yahweh Shai is fake news, him rising from the dead and this and that. It's fake news and we can do better than that. Like, come on now. That's blasphemy of the Lord, man. Matter of fact, let's get that in Revelation. This is what they're doing. Revelation 13:3. This is them. It says, I saw one. Salaki, is this it? Let me see. Bear with me. Nah, that's it. Let's jump down to 6. This is it right here. Salaki. This is Revelation 13:6. And it says, and he opened his mouth in blasphemy against Yahweh, to blaspheme his name. Oh, Yahweh Shah, it's fake news. We could do better. We could create better, stronger humans. That's what they're doing. They're blaspheming the Lord. It says, and they were given, he opened his mouth and blasphemed against Yahweh, and blasphemed his name and his tabernacle and them that dwell in heaven. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints. Who's the saints? Us Israelites. Jake, Yasharallah. It says, and to overcome them, and to power was given unto him. Power was given him over all kindreds and tongues and nations. And that's Esau Edom to this right now. Power is given unto him to make war with the saints, man. So he's doing everything in his power to try to scratch and claw to get his enterprise off the ground, but it's not going to work. He's doing everything he trying to do to get his enterprise and make it a success, but it's not going to be a success. It's going to be a horrible fail. A horrible fail, man. This devil is not Yahweh. he don't even got the brain power to even think to be like Yahweh. His mindset and Yahweh's mindset is totally different. Ain't no way he can be as Yahweh by Shem Yahshua. He can try, and he's going to fail. But this is this devil's MO. He blasphemes the Most High who created him. And he tries to take over his seat. That's why the scripture say in Ecclesiasticus 12, also known as Sirach, set him not beside thee, at least he try to take thy seat. And he's trying to take the seat of the Most High. And it's not going to work. It's not going to work. He has a extreme God complex. Let's get that in 2 Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians. What was it? 1 Thessalonians. I think 2 Thessalonians 2 and it's somewhere at the top. Let me see. Yep, there it goes, highlighted. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4. It says, who opposeth and exalt himself above all that is called Yahweh. That's Esau Edom. He's trying to exalt himself above Yahweh. It says, or that is worship, so that he as Yahweh sit in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh. See, he's sitting. Let me read it verbatim. He's trying to, let's read it verbatim. Who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God, sitting in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. See, that he has a major God complex. He wants to know everything about you. your whole DNA. He's trying to alter your DNA. He wants to know what you're thinking, what you're going to do, what you've done in the past, all your vital signs, your history. He's trying to figure out ways to control you through technology. And that's not going to work. The Lord do it divinely. And this devil trying to do it through evil technology. It's not going to work. The Lord's going to crash him. He opposes himself and exalts himself above all that is called God, man. That's why we call Esau Edom the devil. He's a deceiver and a liar, man. That's his MO. He deceives and lies. He's the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Let's get what was that I was thinking of? Oh, let's get Ezekiel. Let's get Ezekiel 28:1. Because the scriptures tells us this, man. That's why you're never supposed to trust thy enemy, because the Lord tells you he's evil, man. He's wicked. Esau Edom cannot be trusted. He thinks he's God. He thinks he's above you, Jake. He wants to control you. He wants you to bow down to him. That's the whole reason of the MOTB, that brain chip, that Neuralink, that chip that you put in your right hand. That RFID microchip. That's the whole point of that. So you can pretty much, like the scripture said in the law, whenever a slave didn't want to go, whenever a slave didn't want to be free, he wanted to stay under his master, they'll bore a hole in his ear, man, with an awe, and it shows that he wants to be his slave forever. What that microchip is, and that brain chip, is a digital awe. He wants you to commit to him as you're his master, man. He's your master. And most people are going to fall for it. But those are the hopeful elect. We see this devil, and we're calling them out. This is Ezekiel. Let's get Ezekiel 28 and start at 1. It says, the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, Thus saith the Lord power, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God. I am Yahweh. I sit in the seat of Yahweh in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not Yahweh. Thou shalt sit in thy heart as the Salakia. Though thy set thy heart as the heart of God. See, this devil just has a complete God complex. Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secrets that they can hide from thee. And that's exactly what he's trying to do. He's not wiser than Daniel. He's wise to do evil. And Esau do search out things, but that's his whole thing. He's trying to be wiser than Daniel. He's trying to be above God. Let's read that again. It says, Son of man, say unto, I'm going to read it verbatim. Son of man, say unto the prince of Tyrus, thus saith the Lord power, because thy heart is lifted up, and thou hast said, I am God, set in the seat of God in the midst of the seas. Yet thou art a man and not God. They are a man and not God. What their God plan is not going to work. Though thou set thy heart as the heart of God, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. See, they wants to be God. That's what this whole thing is about. They want complete control. They got all the money. They got all the riches. They got the fatness of the earth right now. It ain't nothing more they want now but you. They want total control over you. That's the whole thing of the elites. The Rothschilds, the elite bankers that rules this place, man. The Edomites, the wicked Edomites is in charge. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. That's Job 9:24. That's what they want. They want you to serve them instead of you serving the Most High. Because if you go back to your power, they got to go back to being the base man. See, they know the scriptures. They know they fate. It's just Jake don't know the future. They don't know they fate. They don't know, Jake don't know they kings and princes and princes and priests. Jake just think he a nigga who's living. No, you a king, man. You a priest. You're going to rule over the nations in the kingdom. But Esau wants to rule over you, and you have no idea. And it pisses me off when Jake tries to knock the hand down who's trying to help him. You trying to lift him up, give him a hand up. They don't want to hear nothing other scriptures. They don't want to hear this. They don't want to hear that they're royalty. When this devil is about to make you a peasant. It's crazy, man. Let's get Obadiah, because the Lord said he's going to bring them down, man. He's going to bring them down. Matter of fact, yeah, let's get Obadiah. Let's get Obadiah 1, and I'm going to start at 2. No, let's start at 3. It says, the pride of thy heart deceived thee. See, Esau's so proud, he think he really going to get this off the ground. The pride of thy heart deceived thee. Thou that dwells in the clefts of the rock. Who dwells in the clefts of the rock? Who came from Mount Seir? Petra. The Caucasus Mountains. Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. That's where he originated. Caucasians, the Caucasus Mountains. See, Jake don't want to believe that the Edomites are the white men. Are the devil that the Bible speaks of. They can't even get past that far. It says, the pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that says in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? See, he think nobody can touch him. He think the Most High can't even touch him. What's that precept? Since the sentence of an evil work is not executed speedily, they is fully set in their heart to do evil, loosely paraphrasing. That's Esau, Edom. Since the Most High is waiting to get them at the right time, they think the Most High is with them. Most High is just letting you build up your iniquity before he crash them. It says, whose habitation is on high, who sat in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? The Lord's going to bring you down to the ground. Verse 4. Though thou exalt himself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. Man, the Lord is about to turn their ass up for trying to play God. The Lord is about to destroy their ass and give them over to the hands of the Israelites, Yasharallah, for 1,000 years before they done away with. And if you don't believe me, you can read that and go down in Obadiah 1:18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau shall be stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord has spoken it. And I can't wait till that day. But I want to get my double back first. I can't wait till that 1,000 years of Esau, Edom under us. And then they done away, and there's no more Edomite on the earth. That's a future prophecy that haven't happened yet. That's in the kingdom right there. The Lord is going to destroy them for trying to play God. And I'm going to end it here. Let's go back to Isaiah. Isaiah 42 and 8, I believe. It says, I am the Lord. That is my name, and I am... Nah, this ain't it. Let's see. This ain't it. I think it's 40. No, it ain't 42. 47. Let's go to 47 and 2. 47 and 8. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. It says, therefore, hear now this. Thou that are given into pleasure. Who's given into pleasure right now? Who's on top right now? That's Esau Edom. That dwells carelessly. That's Esau Edom. That saith in thy heart, I am, and none else besides me. Esau Edom. There's none else besides me. There's no Yahweh. There's no Yahweh Shai. I'm the man. That's Esau Edom. I am none. It says, I am and none else besides me. I shall not set as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. This devil think This devil gonna think he's gonna last forever. He think his generations and his house is gonna last forever. But the Lord is gonna turn that shit down, man. Matter of fact, let's jump down to 10. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. The wisdom and the knowledge, it says, the wisdom and the knowledge, it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it rises, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. The Lord is about to destroy these niggas suddenly, man. When they think they got their enterprise off the ground. And those who fall for it and willingly, get chipped up and claim Esau Edom as their master and servant, they're going to be destroyed with them. But the Lord is about to take these devils down because they have a God complex. They're trying to be above him. They blaspheme the Lord, our power. But the Lord is about to make a speedy riddance of Esau Edom. And I can't wait, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to end it there. Lord willing, it made sense. And it was straight to the point. I would like to say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakudash, Kwam Yasharala Wa Ba Shalom.